Alrighty, I am back. Hopefully you are all doing okay. Yeah, sorry, Haley. I know you joined as I was going away. um, I just like I said, I'm downloading some stuff for my dad right now, so I needed a minute to set that up. But it's going in the background. Um, so last we did, we're just convincing everybody in this town they should leave, basically, just to catch you up. Nobody seems to give two shits where I go. Examine. Protectorate Declaratory Address System. For use by duly authorized personnel only. Interference with ongoing broadcasts is strictly prohibited. Anti-choice automatic propagandizer. Inspect the interface. The interface for the loudspeaker system in Westport allows authorized protectorate subjects to update which audio cartridges play. The game audio is muted. Thank you. Yeah, clearly they left to go poop. Ooh. All right. All right, so here is where I would put that propaganda cartridge. So that's a lot of the things they said they needed to change. What else do I have? Undermine enough important structures. Charlatan is hiding something. Well, we know that. We got him to leave. Medical supplies. Speak. Okay, I think we might be able to do it without sabotaging them. Just because we convinced everybody else.
Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors, but I may just invite him.
These are very, like, not minimalist from a visual standpoint, but just from, like, the amount of stuff that's in these houses. They're very minimalist houses.
Preserve said progress, sustain the system, preserve the sovereign.
A fine quote. My favorite is, we must rout all disruptive factors and invasive elements.
The wireless said that flood maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our door frames.
The sovereign really does think of everything.
They flooded the town to remove the dust in the door frames? Yeah, I'm not sure about that, buddy. That's what you want to think. Doors barred shut. Glasses. Is there a way to open the door from here? Welcome, duly authorized subjects. Please select from the following operations. Requirements not met. Maintenance log. Reservoir status abundant. The seawater desalination purification system is operating at its baseline level of flawless automechanical efficiency. Much like all aspects of Protectorate society, it is perfect. Cistern water quality exceeds maximum standards for potability. Exceeds maximum? Subject may drink, bathe, recreate, and irrigate without care or restraint. Glory to the sovereign. Reservoir status momentarily contaminated. The seawall is breached. The cistern is contaminated with elevated levels of salinity. Although currently overwhelmed, the purifiers will compensate. Without question, the system abides in all things, and soon the reservoir will run clear again. Not today, though. Until the purification system rights itself, bottled beverages remain the prudent option for healthful hydration. Reservoir status recovering. Only days after the seawall breach, the water desalination purification system has returned to the pre-invasion levels of efficiency. Reservoir quality is approaching semi-potability, suitable for irrigation and bathing spritz. This recovery of the purification system was never in doubt. In case of events righting themselves, the system does abide. The system truly does abide. Return to root. So it seems like if I can hack it, I would need hack 3, but if I could hack it, I can maybe open the door. I'm gonna assume I don't have a level up right now. No. I'm pretty close. Another 2,000 experience though. All right, I guess we'll go back and be like, hey bro, why can't I go up these stairs? What the fuck? What's wrong with those stairs? I'm gonna be like, hey, everybody else wants to leave, dude. You sure you don't want to? And he's gonna be like, well, you know, I can't abandon my friends. And that's it.
Stranger?
Stranger, after I gave you all that medicine? I also have the option of snooping around in his private areas. This is going to be locked, but this one I think is locked with a key I can maybe lockpick off of him. I don't have lockpick 5. I don't think I have pickpocket either.
Outsider?
He also just knows I'm here.
Well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your mind.
Certain events have transpired. You should reconsider locating everyone to Fairfield.
Not my favorite topic of discourse, but I do like the cut of your jib. Very well. State your piece.
Several of your key subjects have said they'd relocate to Fairfield if you told them to.
But it's not everyone, is it? I'm sure it's not. The majority of my subjects are steadfastly loyal, resolute, right as rain.
I'm sorry, Vigilant, but your people have lost faith in the Protectorate.
Oh, I would love to argue that this is not the case, but I fear you are correct. This war, this devastation, it can't be denied they've taken their toll. Ultimately, I regard their well-being above all, but the joke is on you, really, and them, I suppose. Don't you see? We're all traitors. I no longer hold any authority over anyone. But if they still wish my blessing, it is theirs. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield. But I will be staying.
You should leave with your people.
Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve.
Even though you dream of a reduced sentence will be impossible with your subjects gone, you don't seem like the type to just give up, not when your people still require a leader.
My former subjects jumped at the chance to abandon Westport. They don't need me.
They listen because they trust you to look out for them. Don't let them down. A better life awaits you in Fairfield. Ample food supplies, medicine, less humidity. The Protectorate have failed. They listen to you because they trust you to look out for them. Don't let them down now.
I suppose my duty to my people remains, whether here or in Fairfield. All right. I'll go. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain.
I wish you safe travels for you and your people.
All right then. Suppose it's time to make my announcement.
I don't have a pickpocket.
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport at the earliest possible juncture. You are to depart for the township of Fairfield, safely and together. Once there, you are to appeal to local authorities for citizenship with Auntie's choice. Thereupon, You are thus and forevermore relieved of your duties as subjects of the Protectorate. This is a direct order from your Vigilant and is not to be questioned and cannot be countermanded. Now see to your preparations. I will join you shortly. Need a moment to let this all settle in. I will be on my way by and by. Need a moment to let this all settle
Need a mo.
in. I will be on my way by and by.
Oh. It's just open now. Peacekeeper helmet. Making a lot of noise. Welcome, duly authorized subject. Permission required. Please input login credentials now. I don't have the hack to do that. That's maybe the downside of playing the way I've been. Yeah, see, there's gotta be something in there. The downside of playing the way I've been playing is there's no I have no like skills that stand out to be able to like hack things. Need a mom. Need a mom.
Need a moment to let this all need a moment to let this all settle in. I will be on my way by and by.
All right, I guess they're all gonna come with us then. We'll go turn in the quest. Need a mom moment, you know.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice?
I've been bartering with the defectors. Traded one Borst rocket for a whole tin of prestige Borst flow. Straight up.
And?
I got a round deal. Did you know those slackers?
The others appear to be acclimatizing well to this purposeless existence.
You got here before me.
I confess, I'd anticipated a more contentious relationship with our new neighbors. All have been quite welcoming, albeit direct.
You've already encountered the minister, I take it.
Yes, that Milver Street fellow is remarkably kind for a shallow propagandist. I am surprised I can pleasantly converse with those whose worldviews I vehemently oppose. We have spirited debates. In time, I will prove to them the superiority of our beliefs.
Mm-hmm. Can I steal your key to your... No, I don't need this key. Salted pea-free nuts.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to...
Our target audience here is people who want to forget their worries, and sometimes their names. Oh, you might be one of my copious direct reports. Rest assured, I'm making adequate progress in my manual labors. Time for another performance review already. Apologies, I'm still applying the required elbow grease to scour these surfaces, just like a novice facility sanitizer should.
Facilities sanitizer. Yeah, you missed a spot. Keep up the passable work. Everything looks clean enough. I guess you're doing a good job.
Many thanks for the validation. I don't suppose you can spread the word of my competency. I desperately seek to avoid yet another demotion. This meritocratic society is still so foreign. The workplace skullduggery, the prioritizing of self over community, the excessively colorful nutrition.
Why do you keep getting demoted?
I fear I'm not cut out for this canid, eat canid lifestyle. Seems the only way to flourish is through general underhandedness and ruthless efficiency. Never picked up those skills in my 50 years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't keep me on there. I was quite skilled at it.
Do you know how to get around the security protocols in the drone terminal?
Why, of course. Once a drone operator, always a drone operator. Just enter this code and you should be able to circumvent any lockouts.
You've saved me a huge headache.
Thank you for making me feel like a vital cog in the system again. Well, now I better get back to cleaning. The only good employee is a useful one after all.
I think I already did that quest, but...
That's right. Nothing like instant.
Welcome to the Name-Pending Saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger?
Enough yapping. Time is bits. Back to the factory floor.
The Name-Pending Saloon. You haven't named this place yet?
That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders?
Sure, what have you got so far?
At present, my top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-Minded, 4. The Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here?
Absinthe-minded.
Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan.
Tell me truthfully, you don't really have a 19-point plan, do you?
Shh, not so loud. Look, operating a new location sure ain't easy. Swear I get blamed for anything going wrong, whether it's my fault or some foul up from the local head office. But the nice thing about Fairfield, if you sound
Did I
like
not
you got
choose
some
the
know-how,
cog option?
People believe just about any bit of hooey or bunkum you declare.
I helped relocate a few Protectorate subjects from West Point. Any come here? Why does she look so weird? What do you mean, why does she look so weird?
A few, actually.
That's not nice to say.
Who in particular do you mean?
This fellow with purple food dial around his mouth. Carlton Weintraut?
Never met somebody so happy to be here. Get the sense he rubbed the other defectors the wrong way. But we all become quite fond of Charlton. Fella can recite every commercial. Anyone else you have in mind?
I'm guessing you haven't met Curativist Row, busy type.
Nah, she comes in a lot, actually. Sings, dances, has a grand old time. Often shuts the place down. Larges it up like she don't got a care in the world. Who else you want to know about?
That's interesting. There's something fake about the fake woman in the fake video game? Wow. A mechanist by the name of Pinkney.
Oh, yeah, Pinkney. Offered
Pinkney.
to fix any and all mechanicals we had in the place, then proceeded immediately to do so. Wouldn't take nothing in return. Strangest thing. Anybody else?
The former Vigilant of Westport. Last name, Hogarth. First name, I want to say Ogden?
Sure. He's in here sometimes. Keeps to himself mostly, back there in the corner. Has one drink, ducks out with a polite nod. You'd never know he used to be somebody. Who else you want to know about?
That's it.
All right. Appreciate you dropping by. Well, don't you look thirsty? Oh, what'll it be, stranger? Pick your poison.
It's all just drinks. Can I sell? Hold Z to sell junk. What do I have now? 7,818? 12,600. Okay.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow. It'll probably be
Well, I don't know what that means next to their name. The no symbol next to their name with the item in it. Oh, is that because I have the distraction thing wielded? 100%. It means they're aware of me, so they won't be distracted.
Something I can help you with?
I spoke with the former drone operator. I think I can reset their priorities now.
I'd be hesitant to use any code proffered up by a former protectorate. But you go right on ahead.
Maybe I should save first. Access security protocols. Reset. Or hack. Reset. Set Anti's choice to friendly and protector to hostile. Turn to root.
Well, look at them go. R's gonna be pleased having them added to the arsenal.
I guess I'm doing an Anti's choice run.
Drones launched and no one dead. I'd say this calls for a celebratory smoke.
Sure, enjoy the fruits of my hard labor.
Say, maybe we don't mention your part in all this to Carr, huh? Truth be told, she's taken issue with me as of late. I could really do with not looking the fool again.
I'm in a good mood, why not? Let me take credit for my work. I'm not gonna lie if she asks.
No, of course not. Is that what you thought I was asking you to do? What a funny miscommunication. Hilarious. Anyway, thanks for your help. Fairfield will be a lot safer now with them drones on our side. And before you go, take these. Reckon they'll come in handy to someone of your expertise.
You have acquired, quotes, foil. Alright, let's go turn in this quest.
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. Here, a considerable reward for your considerable efforts. Had anyone asked, I would have bet a year's pay against your capturing the hearts and minds of the denizens of Westport, and it seems I would have been out a great deal of bits. I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts?
I think most desire a sense of purpose.
I have a second cousin in experimental product design who's been working on a supplement for just that. Though most of her prototypes result in projectile eye bleeding. You've given me a great deal to think about. I am in your debt. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off. I've many refugees to see to.
Wait a minute, you had a plan to get him in the Vox. Are you going back on our deal?
Plan is such a strong word. Let's call it a hunch. Consider this your first lesson in propaganda. Find whatever your target desires most and use it towards your own ends. Speak with Vigilant Hogarth in the building beside the saloon. He was in charge around here before we arrived. I have no doubt he knows vital information to the Vox's functioning. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me. I've no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell.
I can attack him. If Hogarth doesn't have what I need, you're going to be hearing from me again. All right, let's go see if we can find him. Is that him in here?
Never been the type to sit behind a desk.
That was the drone operator, right?
What? When I could stand behind a bar.
Well, hello. You appear burning with purpose. Is everything all right? Has something occurred?
Mill Street said you could get me into the Vox relay.
Judging by the waves of consternation wafting off of you, your other options must have failed. Yes, I know of a means in, but you must do something for me there. Even though I no longer am of the Protectorate, I do care for its subjects. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in.
What does he need done?
Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It saved many lives. The Vox relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing Protectorate law.
Right, so who do I need to show the writ to in the Vox relay?
Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox relay, conscript him with the writ, and this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility beforehand.
He is king,
we cannot allow any of that to happen.
Why does Corbin have to kill Montanelli?
If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, no one will be able to contradict his accounting of events. The Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup.
If the writ gets me to the Vox relay, I'll consider it.
That will have to do, I suppose. Here is the writ. Farewell now.
Is this actually a thing still? We're not even in Westport anymore. Let's go to that lab that we couldn't do earlier. We should hopefully be able to get in there now, right? My download failed. It failed at 2.8 out of 2.32 gigs. Wow, okay. They're still marked as skulls?
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Armed and ready.
Oh shit, they could see me?
Lay low, Commander. Medic's orders.
Matter.
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Ain't recharged. Get the order and I'll take care of it, Commander.
Earth Director found a flaw in you, T-Tolator. You avoid drugs to a fault, leaving you particularly vulnerable. What's the matter, buddy? To their effects. Toxicity gained from using the inhalers increase, but the inhaler is more potent to your pure metabolism. Plus 25% toxicity, plus 25% health. Not sure. Why not? Lay down, buddy. They kind of just are forgetting about me already. Oh, they're all just dead? I don't know how that happened.
Never recognized, never commended, but don't be resentful. Wouldn't anybody be? A profusion of reasons why. Ask anyone. That's a word on leash. I'm not ready to be downsized.
Hacking. Lockpicking. Observation. Perks, let's see. Half empty also gives a bonus to crit damage. Trick shot. Weak spot kills ricochet, dealing damage to a second nearby target. Increased range bonus. 50% range bonus. Magazine, machine guns, special weapons, and assault rifles slowly reload automatically. Additionally, all weapons have an increased magazine size. Ooh. I want more magazine size, please. This held 17 before. Now it holds 18. Oh, you gained 1? I think it's 50% of its base value. But does this go to 6 now? No, it's still at 5. Okay, that was kind of useless. That sucks.
If they put half as much energy into cleaning as they had into attacking the odd passerby, this place would be pristine.
Oh, it's upstairs. I was like, it says there's a body here. I love how I have so many lockpick items, and I've never been able to lockpick anything, because I always find stuff that's, like, higher than my level. I haven't really backtracked to go find any of this stuff as I've grown.
Commander, you're bleeding.
I broke my leg with that.
I've counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. You must be affected as well. You there? Oh, you're likely affected too, aren't you? Scream twice for yes. Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal ganglia. Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service to aid me in our present crisis. I, Elmet Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor.
You want me as your new assistant? Employees here don't seem to survive it long. You've changed your tune a bit since sending that distress signal. You don't be in much of a position to be making demands.
Because I've squirreled myself away inside our test chamber for safekeeping? Well, I assure you my position as lead visionary of this innovative lab persists regardless. But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me. As an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet no doubt exhilarating assignment.
How exactly did you end up trapped in there?
Whole thing was ghastly. One of my assistants and I heard a loud noise. He left to investigate while I continued working on our experiment. When he failed to return, I peeked outside and saw the others run in, bloody, gibbering, hunting for targets. They'd clearly been exposed to some virulent new form of experimental agent. I ran back and locked myself in this test chamber to avoid contamination.
What's the purpose of your research?
Our lab's focus is the utilization of local flora and fauna in development of commercial products and proprietary methods. A local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To a somewhat homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success.
How would we go about formulating a cure? Well, if you ignore all the death and murder, I guess.
I mean, only judged by that narrow frame of reference. An auspicious start by certain ways of thinking, which I hardly share. I care about my staff so much. Speaking of the team, such as they are in their present deranged state, how did you make it past them? You know, without being killed.
I killed them. Didn't you hear? I murdered practically everybody.
Aha, thought so. Sometimes with screaming, it can be difficult to discern intent, like, "Ah, I'm being killed," can be so close to, "Ah, I'm running amok." Shame. The staff and I all
Who
have
yells,
such
"Ah, I'm
good
being
chemistry
killed" as they're being killed?
Suppose it couldn't be helped, though. What matters most is getting out of here alive, saving our researchers a close second, and curing my remaining colleagues a firm third.
Let's get on with this.
Well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think?
I have no idea.
Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with pharmacological matters?
I have some medical training. Just tell me how. I lack much of a medical background.
Apologies. I do tend to assume everyone has a doctorate. No matter, if you are capable of following simple instructions, I'm sure I can guide you through it. Tremendous. Well then, before we roll up our sleeves and determine what's needed, any questions?
What do we need to do?
We'll need two things. Fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that originally uncovered them. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course.
And where can I find all that?
Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous to an area of tall rock formations northwest of here.
Oh, I know what that is.
Ingeniously referred to as the Red Spire. The research team's findings are on a terminal in another building on these same grounds. A satellite lab to this one, if you will.
All right, come on.
Once we have an antidote firmly in hand, we can save my remaining colleagues. So best not murder them all in the meantime.
Oh, they're all gone, dude.
Pretty convenient that he only managed to save himself from the spores. Still, we ought to fix this before it spirals more out of control.
There ain't nobody else to save, boy. What was that I picked up? A biomass pistol. Memo to staff. I, your humble product envisioner, want to thank every single one of you, one among you today. Among you? When we first arrived at this facility, it was literally a barn in here. We'd seized from Protectorate a modest use, agricultural land holding. A rundown old farmhouse and a barn. A few harvesters, a seed silo that leaked when it rained. Whoever thought such a meager farmstead could be transformed virtually overnight into the most innovative research center in the entire island? Let me tell you, I did, because I believed in you. You did, because of your deep trust in our shared vision. That's how together we made audacious advances. Amogus. Lab notes. So this next batch of samples could be interesting. They were taken from a nearby spire with a distinct red color. Its color comes from a species of red plant indigenous to that area. It releases many of these red spores which color the surrounding landscapes. There's nothing else like it on Paradise Island. I have them laid out for our initial examinations, which I'll commence after lunch. In the meantime, I'm submitting all the raw data to our analysis, so far to memorialize it, per standard practice. I must say, what I've seen so far is both curious and rather intriguing. Confidential memo to all local managers. No. Almost a hole in my sweatpants. That's not good. As you are aware, our important work here at the lab is being hindered by a handful of incompetent, quarrelsome, wholly irredeemable personnel who have become a liability on our quarterly reports. Normally, I would transfer such resource-draining employees to front-of-line combat, yet that is not an option with hostilities at a standstill. Hello, Bert. Rather than further demote these sluggards and sycophants to even less industrious positions, I appealed to their base natures by inviting each to participate in a promotion acceleration program, PAP, ostensibly a series of outdoor skill-building exercises located at spires around the island, with the promise of modeling these select staff members into VP material. Oh god, that's the audio logs we've been hearing. In reality, PAP's 5 hazardous wilderness exercises leverage participant ineptitude to achieve maximum mortality. I'm confident PAP will offload our most irksome personnel. As an insurance policy, the final activity is set on the northern tip of the northern island, in an area infested with corporate Raptidon assets turned feral. Your cooperation in concealing this ruse is much appreciated, and also mandatory. It's 9 p.m.? Yeah, it's 9 p.m. Now you've got time blindness? Download data. Return to root. Goodbye. Alright, Bert, but now I have to use the mouse again. I was just putting my leg up so I can read, and now I have to use the mouse, so I don't know what you're gonna do. You're gonna be upset that I'm actually gonna sit up. Ugh. Alright, so we got the notes. The big red spire, which is what we were climbing earlier, if you remember. We were climbing up here, so we gotta go climb up there. I wonder if it's possible to do this quest without killing anybody. I would assume it probably is. Maybe there's a way to knock some of them out or something. Or hack the door to get in the side and... What, are you trying to get down? Or you're laying down? What are you doing?
Liquidator! Time to earn my commission.
They're redder than clouds up there. I have 105 rounds left for this, Rip. Why is that a scald? It's okay to be time blind when you're watching my stream, though, right? That's the best time.
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Wind-borne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the Audacious Advances field team. Right now, as we approach the rap's nest, certainly the spirited variety will offer... Oh, no! Oh, okay. We need to run now!
Well, they certainly met their end, I guess. Is that on the ledge? Oh no.
Looks like a fight.
Well, his arm's over here. Okay, well. I know where his head went. Probably got eaten.
Look alive, Commander.
I've had my fill of wrangling spores. This should be enough for the antidote.
I'll grab a little extra. Doesn't hurt. There's like nothing left of that person. Incendiary triple barrel shotgun, shock cloak, bit cartridge, music box. (16×8) versus 20×8, but it's incendiary. Changes damage type to plasma. Okay, well, it's not really incendiary, but lower damage. Plasma damage stacks burn. Okay, maybe it is incendiary. Dealing increased damage over time on the target. Interesting. I don't know if I want to do that above my normal one, though. This isn't Arc Raiders. You slide considerably less. And you don't automatically start running again. I gotta hit the button again to run. I don't know if you automatically start running again in Night Raiders. I think you do. Designated area where test samples can be passed through the chamber.
Ah, my most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work progressing?
I have the data cartridge and the fresh spore sample.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Haha. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail.
I guess you're not overly surprised with the effects of this chemical agent.
Well, it's a textbook example of the medulla oblongata wagging the cerebellum. Although, frankly, there's a plethora of ways to stimulate the reptile brain into such a flurry. None of the previous methods were anywhere close to being this commercially viable. But where there's a will, there's a way to make a profit. Honestly, this whole process is 1 part scientific testing, 2 parts improvisation, and a dash of pure, undiluted panache. Exactly what we do best. It's only a matter of time.
I was locating that counter agent coming along.
Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but... there. I have determined the ideal counter agent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please.
The formulator is well worn and has been routinely used to combine various chemical substances. With the right ingredients, it can be utilized to synthesize an antidote for the homicidally irritable behavior affecting the personnel in and around the lab. Synthesized antidote. Make a few enhancements. Sorry, buddy. Oh, sort of sorry. It's your fault for sticking your head where my arm needs to go.
I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote?
Yes, but I'm afraid it will cost you more.
Nice try. But you don't possess nearly the negotiating power you might suspect.
Do I?
Not when I can simply bide my time and wait for another gormless dunderhead to stumble by. Why, let that thick-headed boob amble off with your reward. Not budging?
Ooh.
Oh, all right. I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra as a merit bonus for your superlative performance.
Sure.
Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Ahmed Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's Choice. Be seeing you.
Another dog? Escape suit. Evasion chance. Low. Combat sprint speed low. Pulse cut armor. I have Adreno Supreme Boom Starter Plus. Primer that grants a small instant heal. A small heal over time. On use. Whoa, where you going, buddy? Non-common crafting. Now we're all stuck in here together. Alright, there's nobody here to heal, so sorry, dude. Yeah, all your friends hit the bucket. Not my fault. All right, what else do we got? Where are they? Up here? No. We have some more we can turn in, easy. I think that happened last time too, where it dropped the dead guys right in front of us. My frame's a little chunky right now. Although I am running around outdoors, that might be part of it.
You've returned. I take it matters are progressing well?
I have 4 more volumes.
Ah, well, then here are your rewards, per earlier terms discussed. I trust you'll find it all useful. Return with the remaining 5 volumes to complete the set, and I shall provide you the rarest rarities available to me. Greetings. Something new to report? Return with the remaining 5 volumes.
What else? What other quests do I have? All right, I guess we just have the main quest then. And do a little bit. Wait, why do we have G.I. Joe in chat? Vigilant Hogarth gave you a writ of conscription. Well, it won't get you past the bridge. You can present it to Sentry Second Class Lehman to get into the Vox relay station. What's inside? He said you should speak to Marshal Corbin. All right. I think that's the woman out here. Yeah. How come I got rid of the worm? Well, it's Seneca's worm, first off. It's not my worm. Second off,
Though you are better
I'll have
company
space for
than
it.
these corpses, they are numerous, and I remain beholden to my work.
By authority of Hogarth's writ of conscription, you report to me. Now let me pass.
Vigilant Hogarth sent you? I wish I could help, but he's been named a traitor. These credentials might as well be stained in Protectorate blood. That being said, I am from Westport. If Hogarth trusts you, let's just say I'm willing to listen. The Brigadier sees enemies everywhere, sappers in every shadow. Approaching him under questionable license is to risk being shot. It's too dangerous for us both.
Must be something that you could do to help me.
Tragically, I must decline. Whatever I might think of the Vigilant, mine is not the opinion that matters. Area's off limits.
In the event any of you may have forgotten what befalls traitors in these halls, please direct your attention to the administration lift checkpoint.
Not the only way in, though. That person on the bridge saw me. Where the fuck did you go in the front? What?
looks like trouble.
I hacked my first door.
This the maintenance room?
Shut up.
Boyd, not much for creature comforts, are they?
Hmantheawsome is a credit to the Protectorate. He would never steer us wrong.
And if he does?
I don't understand.
Never mind. I may need to arrange some paperwork.
Well, there's no going back up now, is there? No. I like how it's not trespassing here. It is trespassing here. Oh my god, it says it failed at like the last second. Stop failing. I don't know how they didn't see me at all. I don't watch 2 streams on my phone. But yeah, it's not my emote. I mean, it was nice enough to make it and let me use it, but it's their emote. I don't have enough slots to do enough static emotes. I need more animated emotes.
Right. Quizzical.
Oh, that's where I was. Son of a bitch. Bert.
Well, fair enough.
Wouldn't you be more comfortable not on top of me? Am I gonna be able to get past them? I guess so. I don't think I can sneak this whole thing. I'm just more trying to do this as a experimental kind of thing. They don't seem to give 2 shits about my companions at all either. I don't even know if this is useful. Didn't I start like right over here?
I hope your loins are girded and your pearls pre-clutched.
All right, we're inside.
Putting traders on display like that's one way to send a message. Can't be
Yeah, I don't
too
know.
good for morale, though.
I don't know if you can do picture-in-picture while a second video plays. You could try. We can do save.
This cannot be happening. Not again. Come, quickly. We must all bear witness.
Technicians Acna and Gastral, you stand accused of manufacturing a fatal flaw in one of our valued dragoons. Have you any last words to express your shame?
That dragoon was already defective. Oh, we were only rebuilding the logic assembly so that...
At last, the truth alights. I hope this belated confession unburdens your conscience, though it will do nothing to commute your sentence. On the charges of sabotage and treason most contemptible, I find you both guilty.
No. No, please! This is all a misunderstanding. We're loyal.
More loyal subjects executed. And valued technicians, no less. I cannot see how reducing our own manpower guides us down a path to victory. Wait, I recognize you. From Horizon Point. Yes, just outside the Skip Labs, before the incident. Didn't I set security on you? How are you here?
Oh.
Alive?
You got security called on you outside the Skip Labs?
He was the guy inside the security booth. Seeing his crewmate torn asunder tends to be somewhat distracting.
Oh, you do care. Might have to get it in writing later.
You must have been the cause of everything that happened that day. And to think I could have stopped you. Perhaps I would have, if I'd not been so vexed over mere demerits.
Show writ. Lie. Relax, I'm here on behalf of Vigilant Hogarth to help you overthrow Montelli.
Others named Hogarth a traitor, but I never believed it. If anything, Montelli is inflicting more injury to the Protectorate right now than the whole of what Hogarth is accused of. In any case, the writ all but obliges me to aid you. Perhaps now we can put an end to all of this lunacy. If I can just speak with Montelli, maybe I can persuade him to stand down. Go to his terminal. Search for any information on it that may be deployed against him. Also, while you're there, notify High Command that I'm taking control of the station.
I did not have a nap today. Right in the intro, there was the security booth with the dude in there. He was like, "Oh, I can't let you in. I'll get the merits." And that's him. Oh shit, I forgot that was today. Alright, I might swap that in a minute. As a beta for a game that looked cool. Hogarth warned me you'd try that. He thinks it's a bad idea.
I'll admit there's some risk in having my actions misinterpreted. I could be named a traitor, as Vigilant Hogarth was. Or sentimental refreshment. No. Surely High Command will understand the need for this transfer of power. What I do now, I do for the Protectorate, not myself. Besides, Montelli is not merely my superior. He's also an old friend. I must make some attempt to get through to him. Remind him of what true service to the Protectorate means.
Requirement not met. Oh my god, I have the info. I just don't have...
What is there to think on? Lives are at stake, ours
I
chiefly.
don't have the level.
But, very well. Muse, if you must. But do it quickly. And don't think to proceed further into the station until we have settled the matter. Or I will be forced to treat your presence in a much less sanguine manner.
Shit, I'm not gonna be able to level up in time. Oh, it's really annoying. I just leveled up too. I didn't even think about needing that. What do these take? Hang on a second. Oh, these take short rounds. Do I not have the recipe for short rounds? I have compact rounds, not short rounds. Hmm. Oh, the black powder. Well, shit. I guess I don't really have much of a choice, do I? How long until I level up? Oh, significant.
Have you reconsidered assisting me? As I said before, I'm certain this need not come to blows. Strange. All I have is a burgeoning sense of dread. But fine. Ask your questions.
Are you familiar with a woman by the name of Augustine de Vries? She used to work here.
That name is not familiar to me. I gather this was some time ago? The Vox's staff used to change fairly regularly prior to the war. Officers came and went as the need arose. Why? Who is she?
Only the woman responsible for blowing up the Horizon Point station.
Augustine de Vries. I never imagined having a name for the criminal responsible. Thank you. It helps knowing who was truly at fault. Should I ever encounter her, I'll be sure to alert the proper authority.
Oh, you little weenie. How'd you manage to survive Horizon Point?
As the station neared the end of its life, Arbiter Jackson appeared at my post, gravely injured and requiring assistance. Knowing, of course, of my reliability in times of stress. Although helping the Arbiter necessitated leaving my post, I felt obliged to aid my fellow subject. I maneuvered him into an escape pod and then to a doctor. Alas, Jackson died. I was labeled a deserter and scheduled for execution, but Vigilant Hogarth spoke up on my behalf. It was a narrow shave, as they say.
Maybe give me some insight into Montelli. You're friends, aren't you?
I thought so, but recent events have motivated me to revisit that assessment. I've known Montelli since before Horizon Point, long before all of this madness. He no longer confides in me as he once did. I know he feels himself under enormous pressure, and I suspect one of his superiors is worsening his apprehension. When he's not re-educating us on our conduct, I've noticed he's often unavailable, busy in private conference. Montelli was once the best among us, prior to this unexplained decline. Should we not judge him by the whole of his career rather than this mere blip?
How do I reach this
You
terminal?
will need your own access card to get upstairs. Blank key cards can often be found in the contraband room, and there's a terminal for encoding access in the security office. Head through the door to the right and continue down the hall. You should find your way without much trouble. Oh, but mind the guards. They'll still attack you on sight.
Hope you're right about talking down Montelli. We might not live long if you're not.
My commitment to the Protectorate is unwavering. Obviously, I wouldn't be attempting something so foolhardy if I was not devoted to protecting cause above self. Remember, our success hinges on sending my notice and gathering any information you can from Montelli's terminal. Don't fail me in this, or it will be both our graves. I will join you as soon as you go to confront Montelli. In the meantime, I'll gather what weapons and allies I can, just in case things go poorly.
Did you hear Montelli lock the thrusters? But if the box relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns.
Are you questioning the actions of our brigadier?
No, of course not.
Good. I was sure I misunderstood you.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Sort of peculiar.
To do your job is a virtue, every part is a call. What?
How do they not see
Remain
me?
vigilant.
This proves an inefficient use of time.
Back to it.
Malefactors identified.
That's too late.
Taking cover.
What the fuck? I didn't even see where that was. Me? What did I have for dinner? I got a rice bowl from my local taco place.
Did you hear Montelli lock the thrusters? But if the box relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns. No, of course not.
Make me walk on over there, huh? Come on out, so we might talk this over. No use rambling further. The Sovereign provides, the system abides.
I guess he doesn't see me. Now what?
A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Prudence dictates, eye your neighbors carefully.
This is the contraband office.
What was... Huh.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Shit.
Stay in the system. Back in business.
What in the where now?
Replenish.
More you need to worry about. Come at me. How are you still upright over there?
Not for long. I don't want to be revived. I'll save those for later. I wonder where I was going to autosave put me. Ah.
Got trouble, mate.
Oh, they hear me? Yeah, they heard me land. Or launch or something. They don't hear the door, though, funny enough. What the hell's coming out of your side there?
Perfection is perfect. Our paradigm is ironclad.
Better take a gander.
Hey now.
There.
Found Make me walk on over there, huh? What are they up to?
Who would willingly...
Give the order and I'll take care of them, Commander.
Appreciate if you cleared out. Am not, nor have ever been, greatly fond of lurkers.
This proves an inefficient use of time.
They can't see me through the fucking guardrail, I guess. Shut up. Why is there somebody? There's somebody right here on the mini map. Look. Why is there somebody in the wall?
Armed and ready.
Really didn't want to fight. That's why I closed the door.
Commander, medic's order. Hate to ask for help, but help? Back in business. Trap doesn't sense target.
Unclaw always cracks.
Another intolerable.
Heal up, buddy. Come back here. Alright, hopefully that's enough for now. Messages from Brigadier Montelli. Subject: felicitations of your recent rise in standing. Technician John, I would like to remind you that all the Vox systems, each and every one, must be maintained to precise perfection. At times, I will take a personal hand in the functional operation of the station. You are not to interfere in any of my adjustments, no matter how insignificant they may seem. Nothing I do is absent of reason, including my recent realignment, and locking of the engines. Should I find that you have undone any of my work, you will be terminated for treachery and high treason against the Sovereign. Memo: Contraband Storage. The Brigadier wishes to remind everyone stationed at the Vox that perfection requires good ventilation. Anyone caught sneaking illegal goods from the contraband storage into the West Wing by way of ventilation shaft will earn themselves, a swift execution. When greed impedes our perfect heating and cooling systems, the matriarch herself weeps for Arcadia. Evacuation protocols. Technician John. Due to the death of our previous maintenance technician, the relay's emergency evacuation protocol is never sufficiently installed. Please do this forthwith. It should say the following. Emergency evacuation protocol activated. Under all circumstances, prevent your colleagues from evacuating the Vox relay as it enters the atmosphere. Our enemies must not invade the relay. The system must be in order as soon as possible in case the Brigadier ever asks, and as perfect as possible should you wish to live. Return to route. Thruster alignment monitoring. Northwest Thruster 2, 9090 nominal. Northwest Thruster 3, 9090 nominal. Western Thruster 1, 9090 nominal. Emergency atmospheric entry system active. Maintenance note thrusters locked. Let the record show I was not able to complete my routine maintenance of the Vox thrusters because someone locked them down. How can I faithfully serve the Protectorate if I cannot even service the Vox and its basic systems? Unless, could Montelli have locked the thrusters? Were that the case, I suppose the thrusters would not require maintenance in their current state, but I would have appreciated a little notice. Technician John. Jan. Alright, we still gotta find the blank card, I guess is what we were looking for in there, right? I suppose there must be a way to navigate this without alerting everybody, but... or getting... you know what I mean, getting caught. Damn it, I still don't have the level for this, though. These controls seem like they could deploy drones throughout the room below. I don't have enough hack to do it, though. Compact rounds, coolant tank. There's still a computer back there I didn't look at. Maybe I'll go run back for that. I don't know what this is even bringing me.
Society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
I can't run in the event, unfortunately. Let me go look at that computer, and then I kind of think that they want me to open that lockbox to get the blank key, but I don't have the level for it, so. Inventory. As ordered, these logs categorize Auntie's Choice products by the harm they do to our fair society rather than their brand name. Row 1, Auntie's Choice Lies Propaganda. Row 2, Auntie's Choice Vile Confections, Loose Candy. Row 3, Blank Key Cards. Okay, row 3. Auntie's Choice Forbidden Seasoning, Experimental Pasta, Dried Noodles Misshapen, Trader Chocolate, Drugs, more drugs. So 3 are blank key cards. Contraband notes. Unusual contraband. Someone confiscated Auntie's Choice goods and logged them as forbidden seasoning. What's really in there? Salt? Too much salt? Paprika? For the safety of the protectorate, I may need a sample of the goods myself. Ooh. Unusual contraband update. The seasoning was not seasoning. Unless I missed my guess, it seemed to be a powerful hallucinogenic of some kind. And now I am a Hmantheawsome. I must update logs once I remember how to operate the terminal key. What even is a terminal? What is it? What do its keys do? Tap, tap, nothing. Blah. Okay, so it said 3. I don't know what that means, though. There's supposed to be a way to, like, open a third chamber in here? It was just in the thing right there that I missed. Okay. Encode the keycard. Okay, that's on the opposite side of the world. Oh, Miles. Miles. Let's go. Is he coming up?
A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Hostile ahead. What's the play, Commander?
Nothing. Oh no, do I have to go through there? Oh shit.
Quick once over. It's over. There? Better go see. Out of a preponderance of caution. The Sovereign provides, the system abides. Help you?
That's not gonna work.
Look, Leon, I do it for you.
Into the fray. Rotation, moving in close.
Hey, got a distraction for you. Come in. Not getting up without help, Commander.
Taking cover.
Bro, don't stand looking at him.
Back in business.
It was almost a good plan. He just didn't move when I like threw that down there to distract him. He was supposed to go check it out, like run over to the edge, like over here, so I could slip past him. Messages from Brigadier Montelli. Subject: clearance credential authorization procedure. All credential requests must be authorized by the Brigadier. Before processing any request, ensure I have confirmed the order. From Cadet Warden Adderley. Subject: desperately requesting credentials. To the personnel of credentials and clearance. I have misplaced my identification credentials. I'm well aware what would happen if Montelli were to learn of this lapse. I'm also aware that you are honor-bound to notify him. Please, just this once, aid me. I know it is my duty to follow orders, but this punishment is most cruel and unusual. Punishments like these should be relegated to traitors. But I'm not a traitor. I'm simply made a mistake. Please, I beg you to help me. Cadet Warden Adderley. Insert credential card. All right. I guess I gotta go back to what's his name now?
Nonsensical persecutor?
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Oh, hello there. You seem to have caught me at a most inopportune time. Was just, patrolling the sewers, monitoring for suspicious activity. Now, I must kindly ask that you vacate the vicinity. Your presence here is proving distracting, to put it mildly.
What are you doing here in the sewage system?
Only patrolling one of the most vulnerable parts of the station. Yes, that's it. Very specialized work. Discreet, confidential. You'd never comprehend the value of this task.
You better say what you really want to say before I force it out of you.
There's no need for animosity, I assure you. I'll abide, please. It's just that I don't know what's going on here. The station's changed. It's become a damn charnel house, stained with the blood of my brothers and sisters.
I say the wrong name all the time, too.
I just don't wish to die. I can't...
What happened here?
Everything happened so suddenly. The day we lost Fairfield, people began worrying. A soldier speculated on how it happened, how the Protectorate failed to protect our home. Next day, they were strung up, which was understandable, even though they should have just been refreshed. But then another went, and another, until bodies littered the base. All the while, Montelli has acted as if nothing is amiss. I couldn't stand the bloodshed anymore. I ran to the sewers to hide, and have been here ever since, scavenging what I can.
Sounds horrible. What was your plan about it? Wallow in self-pity or fight back?
What pathetic act of rebellion could I enact that would not earn me a justified bullet?
Speech 3. Tough spot, but I got other priorities. Oh, I stepped in the sewer. Looks like there's something potentially there, but my speech is too low. What is that fog in the sewer room?
That was definitely something.
Probably could use scrutiny.
Don't like the sound.
Let me handle.
Breaking for cover.
I don't even care at this point. You just fight the fight. Personal messages. Mavis, Westport awaits reinforcements from the Brox relay, but none seemed forthcoming. Some here said we failed the Protectorate, that we're traitors or worse. If this is true, I shall take your silence as the only confirmation needed, and I hereby renounce all connections to you. To, Martinez. Visitation. Error. Message unsent due to blocked external communication port. Victor, please do not message me further. I do not wish to draw ire of my superiors by communicating with outside individuals. Chemical formulator seems to have been prepped with everything necessary to create a trauma kit, but is missing some of the components. Looks like if you had a high quality fabric of some kind, you can complete the procedure. Oh man. I need medical 4. I have everything I need, just not medical 4. The armory key would be nice. All right. I'm assuming I meant to go talk to him, right?
Seems looks much better.
Oh, no. What is that? Take that weapon? Not if I die. I thought he'd still be out there, but I guess not. He goes away.
Got my lamps on a hostile.
Society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Can I jump up here? Waiting for the guy on the mini map that's like in the top right there. I'm waiting for him to turn the corner. I can't see where he's looking, so.
Yeah.
The sovereign provides, the system provides.
Ah, yes, the room before the boss, presumably. Welcome, Brigadier General Montelli. Please select from the following options. Send Captain's official notice of relieving Montelli of command. Messages, private entries. Struggles. I have done terrible things to prove my fealty, strung up traitors, shed the blood of the unworthy, and I have been justly rewarded. But now I feel the bar has been raised too high. God, I can't read. Why does punishment look like this? What does punishment look like when cruelty is the baseline of leadership? Suppressing these wayward thoughts should not be a struggle. To Montelli, from subject a reminder. From not identified. Allow me to impart the following reminder. Those who fail to uphold the Protectorate ideals are as guilty as those who stand in opposition to them. You have your mandate. Bring the Vox to order. Show no mercy to traitors. Rededicate yourself to our traditional values and fulfill the Matriarch's original vision. Ineptitude will not be tolerated. Everyone, regardless of role or station, will be held accountable, and I mean everyone. To Montelli, subject Vox Relay Station. I thank you for your report, Brigadier. The chastisement of your people will serve as an example to others and demonstrate the very apex demonstrates the very apex of Protectorate discipline. However, I'm disturbed by the rot within that you so helpfully exposed. It must be excised without delay. Swift results require swift action. You are to lock the Vox's engine with the trajectories I have specified for emergency launches. Further instructions will be forthcoming, but know that there can be no hesitation if we are to successfully weaponize the station. Am I understood? Turn to send the official notice. Do I want to send the notice?
Appears our good brigadier is being guided by someone else's hand. You wager that influence is what pushed him over the edge?
Can I wear the officer's regalia and blend in? All right, so here's my thought. The Hogarth guy in town said we can't alert them that way. If we do that, we're gonna kind of like play our hand. So what if we go through with it without doing the relieve of command?
Confidently assert that I must repent. This station
nation remains impervious to the invaders' foul movements. Not one of my soldiers lacks for discipline.
What now? Ah, an intruder. Of course. I was warned the paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. And Corbin. By your presence, am I to understand that you've turned renegade as well? Of all the serpents writhing beneath my boot, you were the last I expected to strike at me.
My intentions are as they've always been. Honorable. I only wish to talk.
Talk? With a gun in hand and an enemy in your shadow? Do you mistake me for a fool?
Turn your gaze outward, Umberto. Look at everything you've done. Can you honestly tell me this is for the good of the Protectorate?
I'm killing traitors.
They did release it like the same time.
Seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening.
Crisis? You talking about the war with Auntie's Choice?
Auntie's Choice? Bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the collar up. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Festering rot? Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your Auntie's Choice simply lacks the standards to separate out mediocrity. Nevertheless, I am not afraid to speak what's true. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty without stricter enforcement have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the Sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the Protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others like myself.
I see no honor here, only a madman's empty justifications for violence.
My vision was once as clouded as yours, but I see through the vapor and miasma now, to the truth of what must be done to render our mightiness anew.
When you speak, I hear the voice of my friend, but not his reason. Not the man who taught me to temper discipline with care for those under my command. If any vestige of that man remains, I believe he'd recognize the need to be relieved of command, and would welcome the friend who gave him the opportunity to do so bloodlessly.
The only thing I would welcome in this moment is your head upon a pike, you fraternizer.
These extreme measures were never your idea in the first place, were they, Montelli?
What do you know of it?
I know you have only ever wanted one thing, to serve the Protectorate. Right now, you're only doing it harm. But perhaps if relieved from the pressures of command...
You speak of an impossibility. Were it so easy to choose another path, do you think either of us would be here?
Requires leadership 5, speech 5, and speech 4. Jesus, Corbin's trying to help you out. Give you an out. You should take it.
An offer unasked for, unwanted, and summarily rejected. Were it up to me, I would sentence you to the slow and painful traitor's death you deserve. But given the circumstances, your extinction must come quicker. Guards, purge this loathsome treasonist and his odious ally from my sight. Leave none alive.
Hostile ahead. What's the threat,
Sorry, ain't ready yet.
I'm not exactly up for that right now.
Wait, on your command.
Back in business.
Fuck, I slid all the way out. I didn't want to slide out. Stop sliding! Why do I have fucking 600% slide bonus?
Help me end this fight on my feet.
Your insides are leaking outside, Commander.
Back in business. Commander, you're bleeding.
Yeah, back in business.
Let me know when you need a distraction. Hey, got a distraction for you. Over here. Three hole in the head. Zip me in. Help me out.
They're both down, they are.
Back in business. Not quite charged yet. Popping my claw.
Ooh, reckless leadership. Your leadership technique is given a bit to be desired, with your companions often finding themselves in harm's way. You're no longer able to revive your companions in combat. Whenever one goes down, your other companions will get a boost. They're fully healed and immediately fill their companion ability meter. No. Security bourbon. Chain spark cannon. Officer Regalia, big cartridges, shock. 28 damage. Well, now what? Corbin died. Uh-oh. So what now? What happens when he dies?
The control room. Bet you last month's earnings that DeVries left her mark here.
She did say that she left something somewhere, didn't she? I have the observation skill. I should let she... Her voice memo said she, like, holed up in here somewhere.
Ain't that the symbol for Earth Directorate Special Operations?
Where?
Must have been left by DeVries.
This one. Something about this bar of white chocolate yummies seems out of place. DeVries does not strike you as the patron of the confectionery arts. You peel back the wrapper and find a key card bearing the sigil of the Earth Directorate. Shame. You could use some chocolate right now, but a key card will do in a pinch. Looks as though it could be inserted into a terminal. I mean, do I want to reload and see if I can get Corbin to survive? No, we'll roll with it. The panel has various meters and readings for the components of the relay. All protocols, including the launch protocol, are locked. You notice there's a hidden protocol that could be accessed. Insert rootkit. The rootkit clicks into the keycard slot. The interface refreshes, revealing a hidden protocol. Open the safe room. I'm just absolutely blind today. There it is. Advanced decryption key. Sure. Crisis defenses. 20% damage resistance with a low half health. 885 bit cartridges and a trauma kit. Alright. Status. Communications mirroring shunt applied. Access stored messages. Passcode required. Use device agent code 15-778. Accessing stored messages. 2 unknown recipients. Subject none specified. It is well past the time that we forced the order to follow the correct course, and the Earth Directorate surveillance satellite stationed in the outskirts of Arcadia will supply us with the necessary tools to do so. It has been collecting information since before my arrival here, and I've been monitoring, obfuscating, and discarding reports of it as the situation warranted in my time at the Vox. Unfortunately, I'm unable to access the information stored on it remotely, so you must bring it down, and by we, I mean you. I know you can find a way to access the inventory's transmitters. You'll need to transmit my old Earth Directorate code to access its guidance system to alter its trajectories so that I may recover it. The time for action is now, which reminds me, tell you know who to never identify himself or me by name when communicating. Better yet, tell them not to communicate at all and stop with the excuses and get the job done. 2 DeVries. Subject, I deserve respect. From Victor Clemens. Augustine, your harangues are becoming vexatious. Haranges? I don't know what that word is. Oh, God. If I am to achieve our noble goal, I must commit every bit of concentration I can muster towards it, without interruption. I'm not your addle-padded lackey, preparing to kill without a moment's hesitation. My work is the centerpiece of your violent goal. If something were to befall me or the others here, I shudder to imagine what you would need to do, or what would become of Arcadia. We've been assured that your preparations are as essential as your own, but danger nips close to our heels here in the Golden Ridge, and I've not heard any plans of yours to intervene on our behalf. But do not concern yourself unduly, as I am certain you won't. Barring any mishaps, we will be ready when we are needed. And I will continue to communicate if in any manner I see fit.
I don't know who you are or how you accessed my private terminal, but it won't do for prying eyes to have evidence of my activities. I've triggered the Vox Relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed self-destruct altitude, so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
Failsafe protocol unable to be fully executed due to launch protocols are currently locked due to 2 possible trajectories only, by order of Brigadier Montelli. Current landing coordinates set for Fairfield.
We gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people and innocent civilians. Use the control panel. Do the right thing.
Okay.
It's a relief to hear you say so. Go on then, Commander. We're short on time as it is.
I guess we're doing a Fairfield run. The revised failsafe triggered the launch protocol. Unfortunately, Montelli has locked the possible trajectories. The only choice available is which to use. Currently, it's set to Fairfield, which will obliterate the town if nothing else. Set the destination for Westport. See if hitting it does anything. Go to Westport. Thrusters have been realigned. The Vox Relay station's emergency trajectory will cause it to collide into Westport. Now I gotta leave. Wait. Is that a escape pod? Goodbye, Miles.
Cutting it close here.
Move quick.
I'm trying. I'm waiting for the door to open. Oh, he's in the elevator with us. Well, ripped that guy chewing out in the sewer. guess that's all we needed to do, right? There's still enemies here? Doesn't say I'm trespassing anymore, funny enough. Oh, there are still enemies here. Now it says I'm trespassing.
Huh? Invasive element!
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just
That's right, I could fast travel from... before the fight starts. Get to watch the cutscene again, though. You've lost the Rise rootkit and the writ. That's fine. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, yeah, I'd say that's a little bit of a crash, huh? I don't think I can climb this. No. Not even close to being able to climb it. At least it only hit the bridge? Can I get in the back? Is it still off limits over here?
Look alive, Commander.
ready to wait on your command.
This is the desalinator. We could break. Just curious if there's a way in the back. Looks like there is. Or not. Rip in peace, I guess. So what? Is there no alternate way in? The city's destroyed, so they don't let you in anymore? That's one of the engines, I think. All right. Oh know, it certainly did get hit. Broke the bridge as one engine. There's a piece of it here. Oh, look at that. Oh, shit. We'll look at that in a second. Yeah, I don't think you're meant to be able to come over here to see this. It does make me wonder. There is something in here that I guess you could load if you hack his terminal, but I don't know if we can do that now. Maybe nigh impossible. It's just like clipping into the roof. That's funny. I mean, what else would they do? But you know what I mean. And then the big piece over here. Or the engines in the water. Interesting that these little fairings seem to have fallen off the engines over there. Some of them, anyway. It seems so much bigger on the. Yeah, you can just see right through it. Is it hollow? It's 100% hollow. Hilarious. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, it doesn't make sense for them to model the inside of it if no one's ever going to see it like that. It seems like a lot smaller than a lot bigger on the inside than you know, and we're on the side of it. Ernie, what are you doing, baby? I don't know. I just think that's cool that you could look at some of this stuff like this. Oh well. All right. I'm gonna take a few minutes. I'm gonna hit the bathroom, and then I'm gonna try a little bit of a. I think it's positioned as a factory buildy kind of Microsoft 95 looking kind of thing. So it seems interesting enough. I'm gonna check that out. So I will be back in a few, and we'll see what we get. I'll see you in a few minutes.